I was halfway through my route when the ticket updated, "Client insists on driveway delivery." I just stared at it. Seriously? With my rig? 40,000 pounds of truck and lumber, plus outriggers that sink like anchors. All I could think was, that driveway's not going to survive this. When I pulled up, the foreman was pacing with his phone, snapped it shut, waved me toward this skinny strip of concrete next to a perfect lawn. Right there, we're craning to the backyard. I sat in the cab for a second, let him see I wasn't moving. "You want me on that?" "Yeah," he said, impatient, like I was wasting his time. So I climbed down, walked the line, heel tapping the edge. Half-inch slab, knocked it with my knuckles. Hollow. My stomach tightened. "This will crack," I told him. "Best case, ruts. Worst case, new slab and a fence repair." I pointed at a listing shed. "Outriggers need support. This won't hold." He rolled his eyes. Fresh boots, shiny vest, no dirt anywhere. New guy vibes. "We do this all the time. Just put it on the driveway." Part of me wanted to laugh. Part of me wanted to walk away. Instead, I pulled my clipboard, top sheet, my secret weapon. Affidavit of responsibility for site damage. Plain language, lawyer approved. Basically says, I warned you, you ignored me, you own it. I handed him the pen. "No problem," I said. "Sign here. Name, company, instruction insisted upon." He looked at me like I'd just handed him a live grenade. "You're joking." I shook my head. "I'll do the job, but I won't be the fall guy. If I'm wrong, you lose nothing. If I'm right, at least the blame goes where it belongs." He glanced at his crew. Everyone staring. His jaw clenched. Then he scribbled a jagged signature. Under instruction, he wrote, "Deliver on driveway, crane to backyard." I exhaled, snapped a picture, called dispatch. "Proceeding at site's insistence. Affidavit signed. Belt and suspenders." Then I did exactly what he told me. Backing in felt like threading a needle while holding a brick truck. My mirrors were nothing but fenders and mailboxes. I eased onto the driveway. Pads down, grass flattened, soil shifted. I could feel it through the controls. My hands were sweating. "Keep going," the foreman barked. The left outrigger sank first. A slow groan, then crack. Sharp like ice splitting on a lake. Dust jumped up, hit my tongue, my stomach dropped. I cribbed more, adjusted, kept it steady. Bundle lifted, swung over, cleared the fence by inches, set it down. Foreman clapped once. "Next!" By the second bundle, the slab was done pretending, corner pitched down. A chunk popped loose like a tooth. Third bundle, the lawn had fresh scars, 2 big ones across the grass. My chest felt tight. That's when the homeowner pulled up. He braked hard in the street, just froze, stared at his lawn, his driveway, got out slow, face red. "What the hell is this?" He wasn't asking, he was accusing. His eyes landed on me. "What are you doing to my yard?" Before I could open my mouth, the foreman jumped in. "We had to get materials in. This is standard." "Standard?" the homeowner snapped. "That lawn took me 3 weekends. That driveway." He stopped. Words just failed him. His hands were shaking. I lowered the boom, climbed down, tried to keep calm. "Sir, I warned him," I said. "He insisted I have it in writing." "You signed this?" the homeowner shot at the foreman. Foreman puffed his chest. "We're behind schedule." "And now you're buying a driveway?" I added. Flat. No anger, just the truth. They started shouting at each other. I stayed back. Hands on the steel. That's my job. Warn, document, execute. Arguing doesn't help. Leaving was worse. No way to make it graceful. The rig settled into its ruts, tires grinding. Another crack from the slab. 2 new tributaries, spreading. The lawn folded under the weight. By the time I hit the street, the place looked like a map of damage. I coiled cable, stowed pads, took photos, every angle. Quick picture of the affidavit. Emailed it to dispatch. The homeowner paced, taking his own photos, lips moving as he counted dollars. The foreman wouldn't look at me. I tipped my cap, climbed back in, pulled away. Half an hour later, my dispatcher pinged. Contractor's boss says you destroyed the client's property. I parked under a billboard, called in. Exactly what I said would happen, happened. Foreman insisted. I warned him, got it signed. I did the job safe. Boss sighed. You have the affidavit? Already in dispatch's inbox. There was a pause. His tone shifted, softer, like he knew the mess was theirs now. We're covered. Click. Call ended. I sat there, engine ticking, watched a kid roll by on a scooter, dragging his foot instead of using brakes. Big grin on his face. Brakes are for cowards, I thought. And I thought about how many times I've been made the villain. How many times someone tried to pin their choice on me. That affidavit? It started as a joke. Lunch with a buddy in insurance. He told me, people get brave until you hand them a pen. Make the decision visible. He was right. Paper doesn't fix cracked concrete, doesn't untear grass, but it freezes the choice. Says, we talked about this. You chose. That's how I go home clean. Not soap and water clean, the kind of clean that lets you sleep. That lets you look the yard dog in the eye next morning and know you didn't carry someone else's mistake home. Back at the lot, one of the guys leaned on his fender. You the one who tore up that lawn? Half joking. I'm the one who put the load where I was told, I said. He grinned. Heard the boss said we're covered. Yeah, I said, a smile sneaking in. We are. On the drive home, I passed fresh-poured driveways, pale gray, catching the late light. Couldn't stop thinking about the homeowner's face when the crack rang out. The shock, the anger. Honestly, I don't blame him. I'd be furious too. But I don't get to bend physics just because someone's behind schedule. My job is to tell the truth, offer the safe path. And if you push me, I'll write it down. If the truth leaves marks, let them land where they belong. So yeah, if you ever see me step out of my cab with a clipboard, don't see a trap, see a warning, see a lifeline. Sometimes the kindest thing I can do is make the choice undeniable.